Poppycock.
Hey, I'm supposed to lead this stream.
You're a cock.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
It is
Good evening,
in
all.
fact Wednesday, which means it's the Shaken Lands episode 11.
It's Bunny and Bee time!
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a homebrew adventure. If you're new, welcome. Nice to see you. The Shaken Lands, so season 1, episode 11. I've named this one Oooo Shiny. So we'll see what the
That means
adventures
something shiny.
do today. Yeah. So tell you a little bit about the stream very quickly before we get eagerly into this episode. In my D&D games, I run the option of being part of the stream and being part of the story. So what that means is that as you generate channel viewing points, so you get points every time you watch, every 5 minutes, or follow, subscribe, donate, you name it, host, raid, you get points. And then points means prizes. Or you can spend them prizes to become part of this adventure. What that means is certain redemptions does certain things. So we'll run them off very quickly. You can add a D4 to any dice roll. So if you like the look of a player, or you want to just mess around with the players, you can add a D4 dice roll to their next roll if they wish. You could add a D6. You can have an inspirational reroll. You can have a heal, so you can heal someone. You can add a monster to an already taxing boss fight. Words. Or you can force a random encounter, which like a social or a combat encounter. You can mess with the wild magic, so you can mess with
Please
the
don't.
ley lines. I will say right now, there is something happening in this world that makes it cheaper. So by all means,
balls.
spend your points on wild magic. Love it. And then finally, for the top end there, you can cast your own magics by casting Fireball on something.
No.
Fireball!
Just a couple of disclaimers. We limit some of the uses, and there's timers on some of the uses to obviously make the campaign fun and you're not able to spam, as well as we scale some of the content, the heals, the magic to the level of the party, as well as we may reserve the right to just hold your redemption until it suits, so you won't lose it, or we'll refund you. Basically, there may be points of time where, I don't know, a random encounter might not be suited, or there's a plot twist going on for one of the players and it may seem a bit unfair if something happens. That's basically what it means, but 9 times out of 10 it will happen.
Or we're all on 5 hit points. It's the start of a long rest and you cast Fireball. Yeah.
Cheers.
I'll keep getting a error page on D&D Beyond.
Oh shit, that absolutely helps if I load those pages.
So do I.
I haven't.
Okay.
I'm in there all right. In it.
So we've got a good start there. Okay.
Uh-oh. It keeps doing it. Oh, no.
Keep trying while we do some. We'll carry on intros, and then we'll see when it gets to
now
that.
I've crashed.
Really?
Is this D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
And it's back.
Mine's working okay so far.
You press
Touch wood.
features and traits. It tends to go off on mine.
No.
Press feats,
Still
and
working.
then...
I'm still okay with feats. Not that I have many feats.
Yeah, mine keeps going on to
Do you have two?
a horrible
I do
undead
actually have
beholder.
2 feats. Well, I have 2.
Damn it.
Yeah, kind of. I've got 1 feat, but 2 things
Oh
I can do
dear.
with it.
Mine's fine now.
Yeah, mine's all right.
I think keep trying, and then we'll see if it poses a problem as and when we get to it. We might have to just roll in Roll20 and then add stuff, and then we'll edit it later. I might be able to get on your character sheet and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll play it as we go along. If you have D&D issues, put it in Roll20 chat, and then I'll know that obviously you're not got your character in front of you. Right. Okay. So that yeah. So let me throw in chat the links to the redemptions.
Seems right now.
So
nope, mine's not.
That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't mean to press that one. I meant to press that one. So there's the interaction link. You can go to my website and you can have a read up on everything if you wish. Or you can go to there and that gives you what's available to spend in this campaign. Right. Further ado, I think we should get into the recap. Should be a very quick recap because it was one thing that really happened last session. So let me
Split parties.
as fun as it always is. So let me just play this quickly. Really, music bot. Why did you do that to me? Why is everything breaking today? I don't know why. Anyway,
it's okay.
Oh, repaint.
Music bot's throwing a shit fit.
There we go.
Discord.
Right, so, okie dokies. So the adventurers are in a cave, been sent there by the Balis to recover and assist in the dwarfs as it's just recently been opened up and swarms of enemies started piling out of it. As you go into the cave, you're immediately greeted by some dwarfs who are fighting what appears to be not really a threat. They seem to die quite quickly and simply, but there's a lot of them. After being briefed that there's a group of dwarfs gone in and not come back, you decide to go and adventure and find them. You find them eventually, but they are under some sort of mind control, some charm magics. After engaging with the cultists that has most likely put that magic on them, with Rashala, with the final blow on the orb that they are praying to, shatters and snaps the dwarf's senses back to reality. The dwarfs then take capture free of the cultists as you've dispatched the rest of them. They were very reluctant to speak to you at that time. However, with a bit of persuasion, a bit of aggressiveness, and a bit of twisting the arm back with some demonic languages and some name dumping, they decide to say a few words. One of them, decides to say a few words. But very swiftly after you get a bit of information out of him, he reels back in pain and slumps dead to some sort of mind-numbing destruction or death. So with that said, the dwarves cart off the other two to be protected so that they do not end with the same fate, and probably torture them until they give up some more information. So the party decides to investigate further into the cave. They find a secret entrance underneath the pool of water in this room. Going under further into the cave. Because it's a single file traffic, it took a bit of time to get everyone through. So at the end, you got B and Bunny. B not being able to see 5 feet in front of her due to the darkness of the cave. She relied heavily on Bunny to guide her into the location that is required. However, at this point, the party split up. Some of the adventurers went off to investigate further into the cave, but Bunny found a secret entrance. Bunny and B went off through the secret entrance and noticed a little another point in the cave system. Let me just bring up my map very quickly because I can't remember if you've spotted this or not. Memories, notes, there it is. Right. See, went through there. Yeah. So this place looks like it's you could defend it very well. So it looks like it's a safe haven. You feel comfortable here. If you needed to rest or anything like that, you think that's the best place to go. So after looking around, couldn't really find anything else. But the other adventurers stumbled into not really an ambush, because Gabriel spotted it before it became an ambush. But as Castiel walked in to investigate the headless corpse of a gargantuan dragon corpse, bones basically, headless, Gabriel followed in, but noticed that there was some flapping up in the top of the cave. Looked up, and there was a bunch of flying abominations. They decided to attempt to charm everyone they could see, successfully charming one of you, but then snapping out of it pretty much next round. Combat ensues. A few rounds go by. B and Bunny decides to venture and catch up with them. At this time, you've got Arthur going outside to get mind blank. Indrin. My bad.
All right. Okay.
And Indrin goes in, but not knowing where everyone is, ventures the long way around, and eventually everyone gets together and joins the fight, dispatching the abominations, flying abominations quickly. The group then decides to look around the bones. So, and I think that's where we left it. Arthur, you're outside with the dwarfs that are resting and basically knitting up minor wounds and stuff like that. You would know the last known location of the party, but other than that, you're on your own at the moment. So I'll put you on quickly.
I was going to say, am I of the opinion that they will be coming back, or am I of the opinion that I will need to go to them?
So at some point they would be coming back, but they were heavily engrossed in going deeper in. Your mindset was to go make sure Indira was right and
But
check.
he's not there, is he?
No, he was. So basically, you went out to go get him, or see if he was okay, and then Indira decided to go back in to the group just to make sure that they're not hurt or needed any healing or anything like that.
Right.
And
I'm wounded.
No, you're not. You're basically as you were when you left. Basically, so when you obviously had combat.
I am wounded.
2 sessions ago, so you was wounded from them, basically.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, carry on.
Right. So the group around the corpse of the bones is loot. You were looting, having a look. You decided to have a look in the water. Noticed that there's some more bones in the water. And we'll pick it up there. As Arthur, you'll venture. You can venture back into the cave if you wish, or you can stand out where you are. You notice that the dwarfs aren't fighting anything at the moment, but there's a pile of corpses right in front of them, and they look like they're chilling out and resting. Right, everyone.
I've just had a thought.
Ooh.
Where's our cart?
Outside.
Do not start that
Yeah,
conversation.
it was outside basically, so that's why Indrin
The dog.
was outside. Yes, the wolf is outside too. Yes.
Is the dynamite still on the cart?
Yes.
It could be so easy.
We should not have left him with the dynamite.
Whose dumb idea was this?
Whoever sent Arthur outside.
Right, how much time has passed? Basically, I'm just curious if I can still see in the dark, which I doubt I can.
You will be able to. We haven't lost an hour yet, mate.
Oh, right, well then, I'll wander back in and see if I can find the others then.
Shush. Okay. By all means, wander in as you do. Stop there, Gabriel.
I've stopped. I've taken my hands off.
So wander in as you wish, Arthur. You could decide to go wherever you want. Obviously, you know where There's a
I have
hole
no idea
there.
where they are. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So what I'll do is
There's the
I'll
forest.
get you to pause at the forest, and then I will get everyone else to do stuff.
I'm going to stop here then. There you go.
Yes, the stop of the forest. Right, okay, so we've got people hanging around the corpses of the abominations and the headless dragon. Gabriel's just wandered off.
Is anyone else giving off light? Because I can't see shit.
Bonnie is.
Well, I was.
Is
but
Rashala?
I'm nowhere near yous.
No, Gabriel's walked off. He was the light source.
I was also a lot. I've got. Oh yeah, no, she was
No,
following
you
me,
have
wasn't she?
dark vision.
Yes, I have dark
you just
vision.
don't have the light. You could light a torch.
Have you got a torch, B?
Everyone has a torch. They're always a part of standard
I don't know. This is B. She might have
kits.
something else. She might have used them for, I don't know,
tea.
tea stirrers.
Yeah.
Bloody big
Jewelry.
tea stirrers.
Yeah, oh, jewellery, yeah. Big hanging
She's
sticks.
just been pulling her torch apart for the stirring of tea.
Are you able to get on D&D Beyond? So
Indeed.
I assume...
On it. We're on it. I'm on. Well, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm on it. But occasionally, if I try and click something, it goes to an error page.
So do you want to light a torch? Because you have a torch. I assume you got a torch.
Unfortunately, only the DM and Gemma can access her character sheet at the minute. So
Druidcraft can't actually make light, can it? It just can light or
it
snuff
can
out a
light
torch.
and snuff out, but
You
it
got-
can't.
Yeah,
Make-
you've got to have something to light, though. That's the thing.
Oh, Druidcraft, ever got a torch in my inventory?
Who are you near?
Yes.
Can you not just set light
Okay.
to one of the corpses or something?
Oh,
You got to be
don't
able.
give her that idea.
You've got to be able to take it with you. That's the thing.
Or you make a big enough fire?
Okay, so you
Funny
light a
Funny
torch.
has a torch.
I'll give you light. Limit field. You emit.
Well, I've got a
light.
little torch.
Okay, let me just. So I'll give you light. So
Oh, okay.
there we go.
My immersion, Dan, my immersion.
Yeah, but then that means you've got to carry the torch as well.
Okay.
I'm thinking of your well-being. you
So every time she casts a spell, she just digs it into the ground and then goes, bleh, and then picks the torch back up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So Gabriel, let me explain what you see as you've just wandered off.
Sure, you want to do me first and not check everyone else is okay.
Everyone else is
By that, I mean in that room.
okay. And
I'm happy to wait.
why? Is that because you see something?
No, I just want to be nice, actually.
Yeah. Right.
What have you got planned?
Okay. So then let's do that then. So anyone in the skeleton room, what would you like to do? Bunny-
We'd already looted the the skeleton, hadn't we?
We looted everything in there.
Yes, you've had a look. Yeah.
And there's nothing left alive. Oh, hang on. What's
No.
this?
Yeah. You obviously checked over the abominations. You checked.
Oh no,
over-
that's the thing. That's a friend. Is that a friendly?
Yeah, that's a friendly. That's around for an hour.
Oh, I would have that follow me.
Okay.
I can't control it, I don't think, anymore.
Should be able to.
Oh, I can't see it either.
I'll
That
drag,
would've
I'll drag
been-
it to you.
Yeah, I found it.
Oh, what? Oh, you've wandered off that way. I'm gonna go follow.
Okay.
Is that a good idea? It's probably not a good idea.
This is Gabriel you're talking about here.
Can
Nothing.
I
is
ask
a good
question?
idea.
Yes, go for it.
If I was to get everyone to huddle round, could I pop down healing spirit and get, is it 1 minute? Concentration up to 1 minute. So
Yeah.
how would that work?
So what that means is you will be able to use all of your charges in quick succession.
Yeah.
And
And
Bunny's
you-
wandering
and you
back
could-
this way.
Yeah, after hearing healing. Yeah, so I think it's 5 charges, maybe 4.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'll read it, and then you choose who you target with that, and then they get healed for it. It's like healing aura. If you for 10 minutes you can heal everyone, and that's a lot of healing basically over 10 minutes. So
Okay, so I've got a healing spirit.
yeah, if everyone wants to gather around, not an issue.
I can't move anywhere, so I'm staying where I am.
Yeah. There's the bug. Right, so it's your charisma modifier, isn't it? Oh, you've linked it.
Yeah.
1 plus your spellcasting ability. So it is 5 because your spellcasting ability is 4, isn't it?
Yes.
So
Yes.
so you have 5 charges. So you can heal someone 1d6 times 5 times. Split amongst whatever. So you could choose Castiel twice. You can choose
Castiel twice. Yeah,
But you
definitely.
don't have to do it. You don't have to. You could do Castiel roll d6, and then if you could then choose him next, and you don't have to say 2 here, 3 there. You can do 1 at a time, basically.
Okay, so Castiel first.
Yeah, Castiel, you get d6 healing as you're cuddling around a beetle.
So I'll get 5. Is that it? Sorry.
5 charges. Yes. So
5
now
charges.
Castiel, you heal 4, and you have 4 charges left.
Another one for Castiel.
Yeah, because it's a bonus action to keep doing that, if I remember rightly. And then you move it. Bonus action. Nice, there we go. So 3
Rashala.
left. Rashala, get 1, yeah. Rashala, d6.
John. He's not here.
Roll it for him.
All right. D6. There you go.
I think maybe the cats have got him.
Probably. Remember
Bunny?
that Rashala gets 2. Bunny, you get the 4th one, so roll a d6, Bunny.
I mean, did I lose health?
Now you have.
You've got 2 back, basically. There you go, Bunny, you get 3. And then
And
last
Indrin.
one. Indrin.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do Indrin. He's not here yet, so I'll do Indrin.
So everyone gets a little bit.
Yeah, I like.
Thank you.
Where is it?
Welcome.
Hang on a minute. Oh, there it is. D6. Hey, Indra gets 5. I will make a note of that.
And then the little iridescent green beetle fizzles away.
Yeah.
Oh.
The light goes out and fizzles away. Yeah. 5 HP gain. Right, because that probably took a little while, so let's go do Gabriel.
The Buddy Cop Show, Gabriel and the Air Elemental.
So as you venture further down, Gabriel, into the cavern system south, you notice that the area appears to have a ton of rotten bedrolls and sleeping gear.
Any other stuffs or just the sleeping gear?
It just looks like like a camp, like you would normally do a camp.
So I'm asking, is it just the camp or personal effects along with the camp?
Oh, buddy, 1 minute. Wait.
God damn it.
Go back.
Sneaking up there.
Go
You
back.
go back.
It just looks like sleeping arrangement equipment, like bedrolls, and like blankets and stuff like that. But they all look like they're rotten. It's just in disarray, and it seems like it's been trampled over, as if stuff has been running past it.
I'm gonna go into the room with my buddy cop, and I'm gonna investigate this cavern
Yeah, so roll an investigation
very cautiously.
for me. So,
Investigation.
okay. And after that, we'll go back to
That set
Alpha.
a wonderful tone. That is the most wonderful tone ever,
Yeah, natural one.
and I can't rejigger things. So
Okay,
that's not been long listed.
so you take a little while to look around here, and we'll come back to you.
Hang my head in shame at that pitiful 6.
Right, Arthur. So you're in amongst the greenery.
Arthur?
Arthur
Arthur is back. Yeah, you're
Arthur
back. Cool.
Ashes.
So you're in with the black corn, the vines with bulbous plant life, and you've got the clover with blue specks. Still here? Yeah, looks.
Yeah. Sort of that. I want to do that thing where I edge round the corner of it and just get past it.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you can venture further. No worries.
Anything I need to do, or I'm just going to go around it?
No. We
Well,
don't.
tell me when to stop then.
Yeah, we'll go into the room where the
Oh, look, dead
cultists are.
cultists.
Yeah, so you can go there.
Okay, there I am.
So yeah, this is the last place you've known the adventurers to be at. Unfortunately, they're not here.
Right.
So
Miserable bastards.
get thinking about how you're going to figure out where they've gone.
Yeah, I'm going to call out, where the fuck are you?
Okay, you say that.
Really loudly.
No reply.
Oh well, that worked. Okay, I'll think again.
Okay,
Carry on.
We'll go back
Are
to
you within hearing distance though?
I've got no idea. I don't know where you are.
I mean, logically, right? You shout in a cave, doesn't matter where you are, probably going to hear you, but it's just going to sound like a bunch of echoed mess.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping to get some sort of response, even if it was just, we're fucking here, you numpty.
The issue with the cave is it's not silent. There's background sounds like
water,
rock falling, yeah. And there's obviously the dwarfs in the entranceway. Then
bugs chirping.
there is ambient noises. So maybe I would probably say, I think B, you've got quite a decent passive perception of 16, yeah. And Gabriel, both of you will probably hear something different out of the ordinary.
Even as far as where I am.
Yeah, I probably would say so. Like Rashala
To be
says,
honest,
he's pretty good.
B will probably look behind, don't think she farted.
yeah.
And be like,
Delightful.
But
I
Maybe
have
we'll
a
spit too
I
low
have a
away
question
to
for Gabriel, but he's a bit too far away.
yeah.
You can come and find him if you want.
All right, guys.
I'm trying, but we were told to stop.
No. So the bones, you could go now. You'll go now. I'm just trying to sort out the split party situation that we've got going.
Trying to resolve the issues.
Yeah, I got a feeling. Okay, so I want to check the bones of this thing because there's a detail that I've just now noticed.
What? They have no head?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a bit...
Did you only just notice it?
Yeah.
It was investigated last session, but you can have your own investigation if you wish.
Sure.
I'll give you information if you wish.
I want to understand why this has no head.
Okay, go for it. So there's two things. You can investigate or you can medicine.
I've investigated now.
Okay. So looking around here, the bones look to be clean. So they've either been here a long time, and the bugs and with the investigation, you've got a bit of wing matter still there, but something big, obviously.
I can easily discern what it is, right?
Oh hell yeah! This is a dragon.
Okay.
But there's also something animal-like bones in the water next to it, and it appears that with your investigation roll, it looks like it drank from here and it died here, basically.
Oh well, don't drink the water, buddy.
Poor dragon.
Okay, that's basically what you're going to get with that roll.
Okay.
But yeah, there's no hole in the roof, by the way, so you can't even figure out what, why, or how. It's a bit of a mystery at the moment.
Yes.
Right. What I'm going to do is Indran's going to follow you as well. She'll come with you. So B and Castiel, are you wanting to do anything while he's looking around his bones? Or are you just going to chill? Yeah, wait for screams or something.
To be honest, I think B would have been. I'm not sure what direction she went, but B would have been tailing Bunny.
Okay, so she, you know that she's gone up north. You've got a bit of light now, so you might be able to find her if you go up north.
Okay.
So
sorry, B.
It's all right.
It's okay. It's me. To be fair, it's me not paying attention. I'll probably take a wide berth.
Of that dragon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have thought you'd want to like try and make tea out of things.
She has got her eye on a claw or two.
Yeah, there's claws there. Yeah.
Oh, what would she do?
She'd totally make a necklace out of the claws.
She would, wouldn't she? Yeah, I'll try and harvest some claws.
If that ends badly, I apologise.
We all know who to blame.
I had a very cool like aid for harvesting stuff off animals, I've lost it. So I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do.
I'll do that, but it's for effect.
And I'm assuming Castiel is not going to be left alone. He's going to go up, probably hang with you guys, maybe.
I should wander around. If I go this way,
Oh, fine.
I will tag along.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I kind of assume. Yeah. Cool. All right. So obviously with the investigations and stuff like that, with the ritual casting, unless Bunny and Indarin and Castiel wants to walk off, we'll move back to Gabriel.
I was going to wander over, see if I could wander over to.
Okay. Yeah, because obviously you're not investigating, you're not ritual caster, so you can walk off and you can see Gabriel in the distance, and you can get to him, no worries.
Okay. Boop.
So you see him like rummaging around bedrolls and blankies and shaking him and like as dust is getting in his face. You see he's rummaging and searching. Okay.
Also, I forgot to ask, how many bedrolls and such?
6.
How many cultists were there?
6.
Good.
Problems. Answer solved.
So you're.
Am I supposed to be able to see down that corridor?
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
Would you like an explanation of what you see? Because you do see it.
Let's say no. If you don't
I'm
acknowledge
just going to pretend it's not there.
Exactly.
All
Can't
right.
hurt you otherwise.
I'll explain it when it becomes an issue, right?
Yeah. You do that.
Right. So for aesthetic and knowing what you actually see from that distance, you notice that there is some sort of creature, maybe 2, strung up on a machine with wires or pipes. You can't quite tell from that distance.
You've got
Feeding it.
Going in.
If that's what it is,
We got one.
Gabriel would be so over there.
Going
It's
It's
what
like-
you can see from where you are now.
So you're saying it's like steel beasts being fed from pipes and cables?
It doesn't look like steel. It looks like flesh. But
Oh.
there is pipes and...
Yeah, I'm slightly worried. Is this going to make me sad?
I don't know.
We'll soon find out.
Right, so Gabriel, your investigation come up fruitless.
Yeah, I give up this area anyway.
There's nothing of interest here. You could maybe figure out that the trampling of these little blankies was probably because of the abominations run into the goblins. It's run into the dwarves.
I did worse.
No, you did the same.
Oh.
Yeah, you got the same, Bunny.
Oh.
Bunny, I'm going to head down that way.
Oh, you
and
just
I'm gonna point
reminded me.
towards the
There's
beast.
something I wanted to check. Rules. I wanted to check a rule. Remind me later, because
Check a rule.
I read somewhere that maybe someone in chat who's knowledgeable, or you guys, but I swear I read it somewhere that natural ones on attack saving throws are auto fails, but skill checks they aren't.
No,
That's-
they're not.
Yeah, they're not. It's
That's
only
what I thought.
crit fails on attack rolls and such.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But anyhow,
It's
Unless you have
discretion.
custom.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Unless you have
'cause
custom.
Crit fails aren't a thing in 5e, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the same with rolling a 20 on
Yeah.
a saving.
Yeah, it's only attacks and spells that you get crits and such.
Yeah, I thought so. I just want to double check. Right. Anyway, we play it how we play it. Anyhow. Right, okay.
So, Bunny, I'm going to head down that way and I'm going to point off down to this and I'm going to say, do you want to come? I need some muscle here. Please back me up.
Can
Please
we not
back
just,
me up.
Do you not think it would be worth waiting for the others? Perhaps I'm thinking it would be a good idea.
Oh god, we got like suicidal party here.
Yeah, I'm not suicidal. Gabriel, however.
Gabriel has more curiosity than sense.
Well, then
Yeah.
Gabriel could wander off and die then.
But you know the saying, don't you? Curiosity kills the cat.
But satisfaction
Cat.
brought it back.
What?
What?
Did you not know that's only half the statement? Curiosity killed the cat is only half.
I'll
The
answer
actual-
that for you.
The full
None of us will
statement.
bring you back.
None of
The full
us
statement is
will bring
Cur-
you back.
Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. That's the whole quote.
Well,
Anyhow.
I'm
I don't know if I like that.
no.
It loses some of the point, doesn't it?
I've heard what Gabriel said. I have heard it as well. Don't worry. Anyhow,
Gabriel will send the elemental first.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but then it's gonna know that we're here. You.
It's a silent air elemental.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay here.
Just mock him when he dies. I'm gonna stop here. What do I see?
What do you see there? So,
Death.
as you get closer, so upon approaching this dead end, you notice that there is 2 large creatures tethered up, attached to some contraption that appears to be pumping it with some green liquid of some sort. You're not sure what it is. You're not seeing it. The creatures look hideous. They are monstrosities made half animal, half humanoid. So as you can see, there appears to be some sort of like lion body with a humanoid torso. You've got there's some sort of bull with humanoid legs. Yeah, someone's made something and they're pumping it with green liquid. In between,
the Hulk.
there is a pedestal with a book on it.
Sorry, someone walked in.
There's a pedestal with a book on it, in the middle of it.
Can you just go back a second?
Oh.
About the monstrosities?
So the monstrosities are being pumped with green liquid. They look hideous, half animal, half humanoid, so half lion, half humanoid torso. You've got half bull. And
if you're turning this story
legs.
into the human centipede, I am not going to be pleased.
Oh no!
No, because I'm not stitching them together where one's eating someone's asshole.
Oh,
Right.
what a shame.
And then you all want to eat ass. Oh, okay. Notes.
Anyway,
you want
Dan,
to eat ass.
back to the description.
There's a pedestal in the dead centre in between the 2 with a book on it. Looks leather.
Many
air quotes.
I hate you so much, Dan.
What?
Of all the people to find this, Gabriel will walk through the elemental because it's air, and he will.
Your hair looks a bit messed up.
His hair was already messed up. He doesn't care. He's going to inspect the pedestal.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a minute.
Oh God.
I'm lagging a bit. Hang on, give me a second.
At least we know the air elemental will help him out.
Give me a second, guys. I'm lagging.
However, I will warn you: if I die, it goes rogue and can kill anything.
Yeah.
It wants.
Whoa! Thank you for letting us know that now.
Spoilers.
I think he mentioned it last anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
I did.
So you're gonna.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember something like that. Anyway, so you're going to look over the book, so that means you're going to have to be in between both of them.
Hold on, I thought you said you were going back to someone else.
I am, but you need to be in the right position. If you're going to look at the pedestal book.
I didn't know where the pedestal was. You just said it was...
Dead centre of the 2.
I will go there.
Dead centre of a pair of furries.
Yep.
No, these aren't furries.
Okay.
These ain't furries.
Arthur.
Yep.
I see you pacing around, you get a bit frustrated.
No
No one's there.
I'm therefore going to walk all the way back, and I'm going to go and investigate the hole because hey, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. I'll give you an investigation on the hole if you wish.
Where is the blasted thing? It's there, isn't it? Boom. Investigate. Pubic roll.
Pardon?
It says public or when I.
Oh right.
I heard public.
So I left it out to be childish. Yes. I got a bollocksy 8.
It's a 10 by 10 hole, and it goes down about 30 feet, so it's quite a deep hole. If you fall in, fuck you. If you fall into it, it's going to hurt.
I'm not likely to fall into it, really.
Are we still talking about pubic bone?
No, I'm talking about the damn hole.
It's not that bad.
In
He's
this
talking about the
cave.
pitfall trap.
Yes.
I want to stick my. I want to stick my head in the hole.
It's dark.
Now I'm not behaving.
Smells a bit. I'll explode.
Well, if it explodes, I'll get singed eyebrows.
No, can you imagine that? All right. So you throw an eldritch energy blast down.
It's not like someone's gone down there. It's basically a trap that someone's.
Someone's tripped this trap. There's a lot of debris at the bottom.
It's easy to go in and out of the hole.
Oi! That's the food.
What? I'm just making sure it's easy access, just in case.
I need to add to the store instant death character. Be 100 points. Go.
No.
I'd like to try and bypass this hole, but unfortunately, I think it's going to be a bit slippery, and I'm just going to slip right.
Oh my god!
I'm going to tunnel back here then and go run.
As long as you get a 10-foot run, you can jump up to so many. Which is more than 10 feet.
Strength something, isn't it?
Yeah, strength times 2, I think, or I don't know.
I've got a +2 strength with us, so I'm all right. Anyway, so I've jumped over basically.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more I can do.
I just want to fuck you with it, really. As revenge. Roll athletics, I guess.
There it is.
Why can't I find J?
Public roll.
Try.